Hi everyone, it's Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live Crossfire MIR versus Ark, and we've got 4 more games. We had the Kills Cup. It was awesome, and now we are back. Craven Light just sent a message, and it was basically saying just that. So I'm excited about tonight. This is a brand new style of match. This is called Dead Wedding. New style, everybody. So we got Valar Super Chat, and Hello 999, Kills Great Mods, channel members, sponsors, PDL Trivia, Bundle, Box, Burn Coin. Let's do it. Craven Light, Dead Wedding, nothing else needs to be said. Good luck to both teams. So, how many of you guys are excited about a new style of match? I mean, we always try to keep you guys on your toes with what we're doing. We don't, you know, we've got new gear, we've got new abilities, we've got new legends that come out. Well, tonight we got a new style, right? Wouldn't that be the Beastie Boys? Center stage on the mic, and they're putting it on wax. It's the new style. I won't do the whole Beastie Boys, but you guys get the concept. All right, so I'm going to get down to business because I know these teams are anxious. So let's take a look at what we do, which is the scoring. That's right. These were the standings going into the Kills Cup, and they are nicely preserved for everybody. Nicely preserved for all of y'all. So you can see we had Ark out of the gates, 20-8 record. Vox, 14-15. MIR, 13-15. And Sly, turning it around, feeling good about their tournament results. And then tonight we got Dead Wedding, Wednesday night Dead Wedding. And then you can see next week we got Red Wedding and Red Wedding. And of course, as is custom, we whenever you win a championship, as MIR's done many times, we put the icons of the current champions on the board. So we got Team Ark over there with their shiny new Kills Cup. We'll be celebrating the Kills Cup when we do the Midway Awards and give you guys a whole lot of acknowledgement for things that you guys are doing. Not only do we celebrate all the players, but we've got 4 more games of the first half PCP Awards. So, hey, this is kind of like your last couple weeks to claim your spot to get these PCP standings and get in the Midway game. But look at these leaders. I mean, this is good stuff here. Take a quick look at all of our current PCP leaders, because some of these things are going down to the absolute wire. So, the Bomber leaders right now. A lot of people went up the list. We got Dow, Valar, Julia, and Jim. Now, I will tell you, it's not a coincidence that Ark has been blowing up walls. The top 4 gold bar leaders are all from Ark. Then we got Deadly Dimes, and we got Kel representing, keeping it real. Go to the DZ, the Captain JJ, and then Crimson Tide. Valar on that list as well, but the Captain running away with it right now. Range Rover, Julia 29, Deadly Dimes, a pretty close second. Submarine, who likes to do the wave, JJ does 16 times. She's done the wave. Cat with 11. Moonshot on the list as well, coming in there at number 3. Cannonball bonus. Mixed it up a little bit. Justice, 22 cannonballs. Craven and Dow fighting for second. And then we've got the Golden Orb. Justice had a bigger lead, but B-Dub has made her presence known, 11-7. Check out page 2. We've got the Animal and Shaman Sheila tied for the Ace Award, getting in that Century Gun. Samurai, 15, not too far behind. Ruffled Feather, Father Ron likes to make them surrender. 9 Ruffled Feathers, but we got the Pope and Valar and Moonshot all tied for second. Top Gun Award, Father Ron with 7. Surrender Award, Father Ron with 8. Watchtower, the Captain's right there with 6, but Craven and Cat not too far behind. Crimson and Craven still tied with the 6 award. Vehicle Theft, Father Ron and Craven Light with 7 Bullseye, but Kel is not too far behind in the Bullseye Award. So pretty cool stuff. So I do want to, we got to get back to our normal schedule of things, which is giving away the pack. Now for these, it is the teams playing Wednesday night. Sly and Box. Give me your numbers from 1 to 20. Father Ron could not be here with us tonight, but oh, he is. There you go. Father Ron, thank you for popping in. I know it's a, our condolences are certainly with your family, and appreciate you taking a little time and making a few minutes for us as well too, Ron. So, Father Ron, it is roll time, baby. Let's do it. Sly and Box. Let's get that pack out there. All right, interaction, a little bit of refresh action. And here we go. Number 14. 14, do we have it? No. Let's re-roll it. Let's do it again. Number 4. No 4. Do it again. Number 13. Lucky 13. Nope. Wow, you guys picked some bad numbers tonight. 17. Nope. 18. Yep, Football Master. Bring the pack home to Sly. Football Master, after like 6 rolls, gets it done. So we'll add a nice pack for Football Master. Speaking of packs, once again, there were some inventory challenges Saturday, and I apologize for postponing the pack event. But I'm going to tell you, this Saturday, probably going to be one of the most epic pack events we've ever done. It might be the most. So show up Saturday night. If you got boxes, of course you're going to be there. If you don't, you should still be there because we got some giveaways. So don't forget we got the pack event coming up Saturday night. So tonight we got Dead Wedding. Wednesday night we got Dead Wedding. Friday we're back with the Attunement. And Saturday night, the first pack event of 2024. So you better believe it is going to be a good one. All right. Who is ready to see tonight's Epic War Bundle? Make some noise. This is a good one too. Good request in this. It is packed with items and an all-new hybrid pet. It is a mount and it is a pet. It is a mount for your Castle Strikes. We know how awesome those are, but it is a pet that is very, very crafty. Here we go, everybody. Tonight's Epic War Bundle. Take it from the top in the silver bundle. We got Extreme Steel. Oh, look what we got up top. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to give you, because you guys are a rowdy group tonight. You guys are here. You guys are ready to get these matches in. Like Craven said, the Kills Cup is in the rearview mirror. Now we are focusing on these next matches. I'm going to give you 2 Quad XP potions, and I'm going to give you 2 Resin Restores, which I don't do very often. No, you can't buy multiple bundles for yourself so you get the Resin Restores. But we'll give you 2 of each of those, 5 post-battle pet revives. I'm going to give you 2 Graphene, 2 Carbine, 2 of each of your waxes. Take you down to the red, 2 Wicked Red, Raised Glyph, Combat Orb, Summon of the red variety, Savage 6, Mag 7, Super 8, Hostile 9, and Terror 10. That gold bundle, Double Wicked Blue, 4 to 5, Max Torment by request, Spray AP by request, Disaster AP Potion. Y'all gonna start doing some fighting? Why did I get all these like damaging things? Hey, we'll see. Gold Summon Skins, Max Seal Smoke, Sacred Tea. Take you down Spark Lane. I'll give you a blue spark, a max spark, and a gold spark as a bonus. Triple sparks in there, right? 3 different ones, 1 each. Green, Energy Orb, Arrowhead, Spider Silk. Chill and Thrill is important. Chill and Thrill is nice because it can put out that sizzle and give you a nice little rage boost. Base Orb, Nitrous, very rare Nitrous. Even if you don't have a Ghost Vehicle. There are people that want these because we don't put them up there often. Flight Smoke by request. Heel Smoke Navy ×2. Oh my goodness, look what we got up top. Did we sneak this in there? Yes, we did. Standard recipe, gold skins. We're going to rotate the skins to give you guys a variety. Colossal Summon skins. And we put a Wicked Ring in there for you guys. That is for the Awakening event. It's going to be coming up. So there you go. Some of you guys have not seen this in a little while. That's your Wicked right-handed ring. And let's get Molar. What does Molar do? Well, Molar is a submersive pet. Might be how some people took over your castles, because Molar can be a mount and go underground in castle strikes. And then you give up your next turn, and then guess what? You can pick the zone that you want to pop up and ambush. So you mount Molar, goes underground, and you say, I want to end up in this zone, and your opponent's not going to know where you pop up. So it is an ambush pet. It is crazy good for castle strikes. And in Faction War, you can play it passively. It goes underground, and you post when you want him to come back up like a freaking cicada. He's going to pop up. He's going to give you Rage 2. And here's the beauty about that Rage 2. That Rage stays in full effect. It cannot be nerfed. So you can nerf the other Rage, but you can't nerf the Rage from Molar. So you got to watch out, man. These legions of lords, that's how they might have been sneaking up on all of y'all. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see the Craftsman submerge? Did you see that? Ha, that explains a lot. That explains a lot. He just, All right. Well, you know what? At least he's gone. All right, Kel, let us know who picked up tonight's epic Molar pet. And, well, at least the Craftsman is gone. He's popping up. All right, I don't know where he's going to show up. I don't know. All right, we got, take a look at these epic mounts and Faction War pet. We got Dow, Samurai, Father Ron, Dimes Pope, Flyrod, Dr. Di Craven, the Assassin, Julia Muse, B-Dub, Justice Bones, JJ, Valar Crimson, Football Cat Jim, Cardinal Chad, Trigger, and Kel. So y'all might want to screenshot that, because Castle strikes, and know who might be sneaking up on you. All right, let's get down to business, everybody. It is 8:30. That means we're going to get tonight's starting lineup. What better way to kick off the post-Kills Cup tournament than a MIR and ARC battle? So if you are Kel, B-Dub, Moonshot, JJ, Dow, Jim, Julia, or Valar, those 8 Those 8, everybody. Give me your pre-match buffs. Tonight is Dead Wedding. What does that mean? That means it's kind of the opposite of Red Wedding. MIR at a little disadvantage because they're the away team, but they did get to pick 2 legendary weapons that Art cannot use. They chose Julia's Cube of Clarity. It will not be used tonight. And they chose Jim's Judas. All other legends are in play. Ark's the home team, so Ark said, well, because we're the home team, we get to pick 3 of yours. So they chose the Lantern that Kel has. They chose the Judas that Samurai has, and they said, we don't want B-Dub to change classes. They chose the Cape of Craven. So each team will get a chance to be the home team in this style. So could be a slight advantage for the home team now. And again, we don't know how these matches are going to play out. This is the first one ever. So I'm very, very excited about it. All right, here we go. Let's take you down to the Ice Witch's castle, not the Ark castle, because we know the Ice Witch came in and they froze all of them, right? Y'all remember that? Because if you don't,
I wanna see the sunset over the ocean, feel warm sand between my toes.
Sorry. I know it's horrible memories. I know it's horrible memories for Team Ark. But I had to show it. I had to show you what they've been doing. While you guys fight to get your land back. They're like ice blocks. Look like something I'd put in my my sun-kissed orange. Yeah, I'll take throw a little block of Pope in there, a little block of Valar in there, and it'll keep your drinks nice and cool in the summertime. All right, tonight's starting lineup is as follows. Let's take you to starting out, Team Ark. Valar is going to be leading off, and she's in the DZ. After Valar, we got the Marshal. Straight across, he's in the Bomber zone as the Bomber tonight. Moonshot will be following Valar. Then we go down diagonally. Gemstone will be sieging tonight. She will also be the challenger for Team Ark. After Gemstone, we got Kel. Kel's going to be sieging also, but Kel's going to be doing it from the tank zone, and they have chosen the battleship. After Kel, we got the assassin, Julia Muse. She is going to be in the rover zone, and she is also playing the role of captain tonight. After Julia, straight across, we got B-Dub in the rover zone. She's the captain. After B-Dub, we take it down to the tank zone, and choosing the tank is Dow. And going last, and definitely not least, we call her the captain because she does captain-like things, and she's also challenging tonight. From the DZ, that is JJ. All right, you got the starting lineup. Remember, timers cannot be challenged. Play fast, have a good time, make your moves, and we'll see how this new style of match goes down. Valar, taking it to you. You got 20 seconds to kick it off. Let's go. Timer starts now. Strict timers tonight. We know that there was a little leniency in the Kills Cup, but Valar has already missed the first timer. You had one job, Valar. You had one. Your only job going first was to post your move. Got a 10% nerf. Y'all want to check on Valar? See how she's doing? She might be lagging. She got a 25% nerf. There it is. All right. 25% nerf on the first attack. Did not make the timer. Boss to Main Street. Played in 1. Will cap in 3. Playing Holy Avenger on the wall. That specific wall cannot be under the effects of any future ice blocks, nerfs, any of the following thing. Going to play Negation Wand to Bonnie. All right, Valar playing an Air Wand, and she is going to negate Bonnie from using the Sleet Wand. Now, they can, ice wands can still be played. Bonnie can just not play that specific one. Bonnie does say it hits. Let me find my wand icons. All right. Going to steal Kel's Ghost Tank. That is a pet summon. And that is stealable. She's going to play Absorption. Interesting play there. Maxiel to Julia, Denim to Temple, Mass Destruction 4. All right, going to put out the Temple Flame. And let's get a Maxiel over to Julia. All right, we're going to kick it over to the Marshal from the Bomber Zone. 20-second timer Moonshot. All right, he does beat the timer. He's going to take Julia to the portal. A little portal move. Julia says, you got it. Moonshot getting on the board. All right, let's get Moonshot a MBS. $200-point MBS. White Flag, 25 points, and a Ruffled Feather. We'll see Moonshot again in round 3. There we go. All right, Valar going to play Dominari. White Flag or Feather, just for formality, Valar. Which one would you like to keep him from getting? That is not kill the captain, because it's a surrender. Good question. All right. Art, can you guys just pick one thing that you don't want Jason to have? They're both 25 points. So it's just a formality. He's going to get one. All right, so no Ruffled Feather for Moonshot. We'll put that back, but he does still get the other, which is the White Flag, as far as PCP points, because Valar uses Dominari. Okay, so again, surrender. Kel using the Colossal Victorium, so adding the 35 points for the Colossal Victorium. So that turned out to be a pretty profitable venture there. All right, let's kick it back over to Team Arc. Gemstone, 20-second timer. Easily beats the timer. She's going to move all the way over to their bomber zone. Dark Boss to their chest with a seal. Dark Boss could be worth 25. E3 Elmo with a Mass Destruction 4, ramping up a little bit of the MD. I'm going to get a Mosara die roll, which will roll a 12-sider. And see if there's a hinder, and B-double let us know if that E3 Elmo is going to hit. All right, here is Mosaro. It's been a while since Mosara hit. Let's see, 12-sider. Oh, just missed it. There is no round 8. So no hinder for Team MIR. All right, we got an Elmo, though. 10-point Elmo. Let's light that watchtower up. First watchtower. Movement's good. Dark Boss is good. Drops a seal. Masaro is a big X. And E3 Elmo and the Mass Destruction as well. All done within the timer. Thank you for that. Let's go to Kel from the Tank Zone. 20-second timer. We got Kel, Julia, B-Dub, Dow, and JJ. Beats the timer. Kel going to get into the boat. Go all the way over to their DZ. Sailing takes me away. Christopher Cross. Sorry. Kel with a cannonball. Thank you for that. Oh, look at this. We got Bones is quick on the call tonight. Kel with a cannonball. Gets in the battleship, goes their DZ. Boss to their chest is good. Kel playing in 1. We cap in 3. Mass Destruction 4 is important. Denim to that temple. Let's unlight it. And let's give her that absorption. All good. And beat the timer. Let's go over to Julia from the Rover Zone. 20-second timer, Julia. Julia, B-Dub, Dow, and JJ. Easily beats the timer. She was ready to go. Chopper goes away. Let's go in the Rover. To the Temple Steps. Zeiss is Kel. Kel, no War Dragons for you this game. Julia getting a tire from the Rover. Get an Arc on the board. Max Seal over to Villar. Mythic Vessel. Mythic Vessel is going to increase her rage and give her 3 extra rage this round. So B-Dub, we're looking at a E7 Snowstorm loaded to the wall with Mass Destruction is up to 12. Rover, movement, War Dragon, playing the Sleet Wand. So she does. They took B-Dub's Sleet Wand out, and then they played their own. Little sneaky switcheroo there. That Sleet Wand is going to freeze that top block over there for Team MIR. And B-Dub says, I ain't dealing with no snowstorms this early in the game. Let's shut it down. Gold blue from B-Dub. Gold blue will take out Julia's gear absorption. First blue of the game. All right, Julia has first turn gear absorption. Gold from the gold blue. Hits that. She still has her seal. Well, she didn't have the seal yet, sorry, but she doesn't take any damage. All right, after Julia, let's go over to B-Dub, 20-second timer. B-Dub, Dow, and the captain. Timer is up. Closing in on a nerf timer. Nerf timer is in play. Up, she did beat the nerf timer. As it hit 0, she got the move in, so she didn't hit the timer, but she doesn't get a nerf. She's going to hop into Rover. When she hops into Rover, the chopper disappears. Beat up with a tire. Going to go to the temple steps. Blaze to the wall, dropping a seal. E3 Elmo to the watchtower, and MIR getting some of that mass destruction. Julia hits her weight. Blaze and E3 Elmo to the watchtower. It hits. Blaze. Let's get rid of that ice block. Let's get that Elmo on the board to light a watchtower. 10 points for the Elmo, and watchtowers are even. She gets the tire, moves to the steps, thaws the wall, drops the seal, plays the Elmo, and the mass destruction. All pro. All right, let's go over to Mr. Freeze, 20 seconds. Easily beats the timer. Thank you for that. Dow jumping in the tank. And we got a cannonball run. All teams have unlocked both. So we will see sentry guns. All right. Dow's going to move to the temple steps. So he is third in line in the temple steps. More mass destruction. Got Arc sitting at 16 MD. Colossal Watcher and a Snowstorm loaded to the wall. He's going to add an E5 to it, B-Dub. And he does get double grenade damage in round 1 with the tank vest. It does hit. All right. We'll double the tank damage. It doesn't double the rage. It doubles the power of that grenade, which will make it stronger than a Grizzly, and it'll give it that Snowstorm effect. So let me get the Colossal Watcher in play. Colossal Watcher is going to sit on the second watchtower. It's going to increase the rage to F5. Requirement to light it. And because it is a Colossal Watcher, he's also adding 20 points to it. All right, so we've got E5. We're in round 1. Tank bonus makes it an E6 Snowstorm. Double the power of the grenade, but not the rage, which isn't quite as strong if it happens that way. but it's still strong. $16 mass destruction adds to the top of it. Black, green, green, %15 blue, 85 blue remaining. And let's get a die roll. Let's see where we're going to freeze it. We roll a 10-sider. One of those blocks on Team MIR's wall is going to get frozen. It is block number 6. Middle of the pack. Early first turn snowstorm for Mr. Freeze. That's why they call him Mr. Freeze. He likes to freeze those walls. Captain, 20-second timer for JJ. JJ says, I'm going to go down to Fantasy Island. Going to pass it. Mythic Kang to their boss. Mythic Kang could be worth 63. MD4 puts them up to 12. Fantasy Island, pass, mass destruction. All right, here we go. Let's see what Fantasy Island is. Oh! All right, this could potentially be the first time we've ever had it, which would be a guaranteed mission. Because steal a vehicle, first to 4 straw men, and cause an avalanche. Julia, you guys got it? All right. All right, that is the end of the round. And again, because it is still a vehicle and the last player did it, I don't think it's possible, but we will officially announce the mission at the end of round 5 to see if they get it or not. All right, at the end of round number 1, though, we got Julia rotating into the temple. We got B-Dub rotating into the temple. That's going to be a blessing and a blessing. We got Kel neutralizing the DZ and getting a halo. We got Valar holding her own in the DZ. That means DZ is 0 to 0. Strawman, 0 to 0. Kel also dimmed a Dragonstone. And Temple first turn, we got B-Dub and Julia. All right, so we're giving halos, DZ, everything that we need to give points for. Now we're moving on to round number 2. Round number 2, let's go to Valar from the DZ, 20-second timer V. Did not make the timer. Nerf timer activated. All right. She did beat the Nerf timer, but did not beat the regular timer. So no Nerf on the attack. Mythic Kang to her own boss. Villar, Mythic Kang could be worth 63. Gonna put a little dust smoke on B-Dub. Trying to get a little dust in that carburetor of the Rover, B-Dub. Flourish wand. Let's take the green wands off the board. And let's put that there for somebody in Arc to run through to get a free absorption. Green wands have been played. Villar, what is your target? Playing Amplify. Kang does Flourish. T10 Goliath. And she's going to move out of the DZ. To the no zone. B-Dub says it hits. It is a T10. Rocket launcher makes it 11. It is a Goliath. We'll add the mass destruction to it. It's going to be a big hit. More juice, but less grenade. $85 blue. Blue block. Blue block, 60% red, 40 red remaining. Weaker wall, but not a pushover. These are big grenade hits. T10's as high as the juice as you can get, as we know. All right, we're going to skip Moonshot. And we're going to go to Gemstone from the Bomber Zone. Gem, your move. She's going to move to their O zone. Slight movement penalty possible, depending on what her move is. No legendary, so we don't have to remove a smoke. She's within the criteria. She's going to play a Pet Repel. Colossal Kang to her boss. Jim playing Colossal Kang could be worth 73. Elmo to the Watchtower with Amplify. See if B-Dub wants the Elmo to hit. Does hit. We'll light up Watchtower number 2. And they get the Elmo points. Movement's good. Kang is good. Pet Repel's good. Point Grenade, lights the Watchtower is good as well. All right, let's kick it over to Kel from the Battleship. 20-second timer. Got Kel, Julia, B-Dub, Dow, and JJ will be back. All right, Kel going to move down the coastline. Down to their Bomber Zone. Mythic Kang to her boss with a seal. Kel with a Mythic Kang, possible 63. Breaking out the amplifier herself. F5 Elmo to the watchtower. Elmo's good. Watchtower's good. And she snuck around that watcher. But next time they'll have to deal with it again. Next time they're on that watchtower, not the next watchtower. Movement's good. Kang is good. Seal is good. Elmo with Amplify, all good as well. And she crushed the timer as well. Let's go over to the temple where Julia is residing, 20 seconds. Timer is up. Julia going Colossal Kang to Main Street. Possible 73 if it caps. She's going to move to the DZ and drop some Dragon Smoke. She grabs an Absorption going to the DZ. That's a nice combo move. Villar setting it down and Julia running through it. F4 Elmo loaded to the wall with Amplify. Julia is in the rover, so she's changing up targets. Playing the long game. She does have Rage from her Mythic Vessel, but not the first turn Rage she gets. So it is a E5. Elmo with Mass Destruction. Give you the equivalent of from an Elmo to a Red Eye. So stronger grade of grenade. She plays the Dragon Smoke to relight the Dragon Stone. So F5 Elmo. Equivalent of a F5 Red Eye. Nothing to amplify yet because it's not on one of those blocks. So we get to see an average grenade attack this time. First two are pretty solid. This one not bad. But we take out 40% of a red block, a full red block, and 10% of a red block, 90 red remaining. So remember that first one was 40. About a block and a half. Let's go from Julia over to B-Dub. B-Dub is dusted and also in the temple. 20 seconds, B-Dub. Villar added Intaglio, which she can. That'll take the wall from 90% red down to 25% red. So the Intaglio boost, it's still the same block, but now it's 1 1/4. Not even close to finishing off the wall. So 65% of a wall extra with Intaglio. B-Dub moving out, moving to her DZ. Gonna send red Stasis over to Dow. A little bit of Dragon Smoke to relight the Bomber Watchtower. F4 Rapture to the wall with Amplify. Sorry, F4 Rapture loaded with Amplify. Remember, she does have the Dust Smoke. But she's also got 12 Mass Destruction. Julie says, wait. All right, going to play Insania and also Immortal Sonar. All right, so that is a 25% nerf. And the Asanya is going to be a -3. All right, so B-Dub starting with the 4. Insania is going to take it down to an E1 Rapture loaded. The 25% nerf from the Dust Smoke and a 25% nerf from the Immortal Sonar. So we got a 50% nerf on the attack from the Rapture. Going to make it a E1 Spruce because it'll round up. It's E half. And after the mass destruction, it's going to be an E1 Navy. E1 Navy. It is a weak wall, but it ain't so weak that an E1 Navy is going to take down a black block. So a nice use of the sonar and the the Crypt Dragon combo. %60 of a black block. I got 40 black remaining. And let's go to Dow and his friend Stasis, which B-Dub just loaded him up with. 20-second timer to Mr. Freeze. All right, he is rolling into the temple in his tank. Beats the timer. All right, move to the temple. Seal Smoke with Amplify. Unicorn Grenade to the wall. Blue Spark, E4. We are in round 2. So it's going to be an E6. Blue Spark, Unicorn. One and a quarter left on the board. We'll see if it hits. B-Dub says, nope, not to the unicorn. They're going to go gold-blue. Gold-blue going to hit Dow, take him down to 80%, and shut down the grenade shot. He's going to use his absorption ability. So he stays at 100, but he doesn't have that the rest of the game. He does have his seal still intact. And last but not least, JJ, you're back from Fantasy Island, 20-second timer. JJ, moving to the DZ. Beats the timer. Lost so well. That's what I'm talking about. 25% of all those points on Main Street, JJ said, I want them, I need them. So the boss and the Kangs, JJ, potentially 25%. Summon Kruger. Heal and Seal. Inferno to Strawman, a little bit of Amplify. All right, let's amplify that bad boy there. Go ahead and light that Strawman. JJ taking 10. I got her down to 90. Kruger going to put out that Watchtower over on the other side. Take that off the board. All right, movement to the DZ. Solwell, Legendary, Pet, plays a Heal and Seal. She'll end up getting that 10 back she just lost. Amplify and Inferno. Good moves all the way around. Captains, give me your round 3 subs. Round 3 subs, everybody. Gemstone, dimming their Ozone. Kel, dimming their Bomber. Dow getting a Blessing. JJ with a Halo. B-Dub with a Halo. Julia with a Halo. DZ is 0-0. Actually, DZ is 25-25, not 0-0. Because they both earned the 25 from their own spot. They didn't neutralize the other ones. I got MIR 5 points in Strawman. Oh, we got the Cardinal. Cardinal making his MIR debut, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. Cardinal Chad jumping in for Team MIR tonight. No nerves, buddy. No nerves. Just play loose. All right, Cardinal Chad coming in. Into the Bomber Zone. Moonshot. Automatically subbed out. Got the Pope coming in for Villar. Not gonna lie. I've been excited to see the Cardinal in his debut. I've been looking forward to this all weekend. Put the Pope up here. And Villar will keep her Halo down there. All right, so the new order is this. We'll start out with the Pope. Then we got the Cardinal. Then Jim, Kel, Julia, B-Dub, Dow, and JJ. So before we ask the Pope to make his move, I do got to do a little calculation here. There's 136 points in Kangs and 250. All right, so quick math here. JJ, that lost so well, was worth 97 points. Woo! 97 points would be 25%. Ark does get the boss. They get the first flag of the game. They get 136 points in Kangs. And we will start a brand new timer. Pope from the DZ. 20-second timer. Beats the timer by a second. Tupac Jim. All right, they're playing their Cyborg, which means Jim does have the ability to play another boss this game. All right, he's going to play Boss to Main Street. Boss to Main Street in 3 would cap in 5. All right. Going to play an ejection bomb and detonate on Kel. So that is his attack move. Legendary, pet, bomb detonate, and dragon smoke, B-dub. I'm going to play Marty to stop the bomb and the detonation, so 1 Marty off the board. And they will relight that. All right. Cyborg, pet, bomb, smoke, and that is the entire move. Let's go from Pope over to the Cardinal. Here we go. Wait. Oh, you're good. You're good because there's no boss to cap. Cardinal, 20-second timer. There we go. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The proness beats the timer, slides down into the temple like a champ. Gonna play Mythic Kang on Kel's boss. Possible 63. Mass Destruction 4 looking like 16. And a E1 Elmo to light them up. Always scoring. There you go. Elmo, nice 10-point shot. Watchtower, nice shot. And also, look, he snuck that seal in there too. Look at that. A little sneaky defensive mechanism by the Cardinal. All right, movement's good. Kang is good. Seal is good. Elmo's good. Mass Destruction's good. The Cardinal is good. Let's kick it over to, before we get to Gemstone's turn, her boss is going to cap. So we're going to cap the Dark Boss before we set her timer. We're also going to cap a 73-point Colossal Kang. So Dark Boss is flag number 2 for Team Arc. Currently 2 flags to 0. Gemstone, you're up. 20-second timer. Gemstone easily beats the timer. Just going to move over right here where B-Dub and JJ are. Just give me some room in that DZ. We got 3 people in the DZ right now. Go play Dust on Bonnie. She already has Dust. So it hits, but it fizzles. Gonna play Boss to their chest. Jim, Boss in 3, would cap in 5. Arc finding creative ways to keep their Boss game strong. Gonna revolt B-Dub, so she's gonna say B-Dub cannot play T10. And F4, Elmo to the Watchtower, B-Dub. Movement's good. Dust, already there. Boss is good. F4 Elmo and a little bit of revolt. Does hit. Let's give Arc another Elmo and another Watchtower. All right, let's go. Before we get to Kel's turn, we got a little capping to do. How about 189 points in Kangs for starters? Let's get these 3 Kangs over there. Very even game at this point. Arc definitely has a wall advantage, but don't forget, MIR got the MBS. And a huge, huge legendary play. So Arc now with a 2 flags to 1 lead. And Kel, timer starts now. Kel, Julia, then B-Dub. Beats the timer with a second to spare. Going to move to their O-zone. And she is in the boat, so she can keep her boat underneath the O-zone. Finds the Pope, Scold the Pope. Finds, breaks his gear absorption. And she goes with the 1-2 combo shot, adding a second absorption to herself. Vines broke his absorption, does not hit him personally, but Skull does. And the Skull is going to take Pope down to 90%. And then we're going to light Watchtower number 4. 4 Watchtowers are now lit. Kel with an E2 Elmo and a hinder to Jim. Julia was quick on that one. Hinder to Jim. And Kel, you understand why you're not going to light the Watchtower, correct? But she does get the Elmo points. Scold lights Watchtower number 4. Kel played an E2 Elmo to light number 5. But Dow had played a Watcher. So she didn't pay the potion requirement. All right. So she does get the Elmo points. She just doesn't get the Watchtower. All right. Let's kick it over to Julia. 20-second timer for the Assassin. Easily beats the timer. Julia's going to go Stonehenge. All right, so Stonehenge places an absorption to nerf their wall on the first one and the last one. Now, they're still on the first one. Now, it's not a frozen block, but it does nerf anything that hits that block. So Stonehenge, that one wall is looking pretty rough there. Going to move to the rover zone. So Julia taking the rover, back to the rover. F5 unicorn to the wall and going to revolt Bonnie again. Bonnie now cannot play a T9, a T10, or an H9. And that's the last revolt. You can be revolted twice. F5 unicorn hits. Unicorn is a wall finisher. Julia taken down. It's 1 1/4. Easily takes down the remaining 1.25%. F5, thrill, gold bar on the board, but not only a gold bar, unicorn is a specialty grenade. It takes the black block and gives them a free teardrop. If you finish a wall with a unicorn, you get a black block on the next wall and the equivalent of a rapture. All right, we go from Julia over to B-Dub from the DZ. B-Dub, 20-second timer. We got B-Dub, we got Dow, and then we got the captain, the Minister of Madness. Timer is up. Beats the Nerf timer. Did not beat the regular timer, but beats the Nerf timer. B-Dub, Dark Boston side chest. That could be a bonus 25 if it caps. Dark Boss, B-Dub playing it in 3, would cap in 5. Gonna move to the tank zone. Gets there, short drive, saves on the gas. F5 Elmo to the watchtower, give her the 10 from the Elmo. She does pay the price to light it, which is the F5 requirement. So watchtower number 5 is lit up. 5-2. Boss is good, movement's good. F5 Elmo to the watchtower, good as well. Let's kick it over to Mr. Freeze from the Temple, 20-second timer. Got Mr. Freeze and then the captain. Oh, man, he's targeting the Cardinal. No, no. Puts the gold spark on him. He's mini Chad. Playing some pet repel. E3 Elmo loaded to the wall. All right, he does have the tank. It's a S6 B-Dub. It is an Elmo with 16 MD on it. Makes it a S6 Red Eye. We don't know how strong the second wall is. We haven't seen it yet because we got the free block. It hits. All right, we'll give him the Elmo points. It's stronger. S6 Elmo, start with a green block. And again, is equivalent of a S6 Red Eye. Green block. %40 of a green block. Not even a block and a half. So this should tell you it's stronger. 60% green remaining. And final move of round number 3. JJ. Don't do it. Don't do it. JJ. It's taking a while. She might have did it. Did we lose her? MIR? Oh, nah. She says, nope. Skull to Pope, Inferno to Strawman. Sorry, I have to move the chat up because those little heart emojis cover the text on the far right. All right, Skull to Pope, Inferno to Strawman. Julia does a hit. All right, Scold over to the Pope. Take him down to 80. Let's give JJ an absorption. Strawman. If anybody knows a way to get rid of the little emoji covering up the right, that heart that stays there all, yeah, let me know, because I'd like to put that in a different spot so it doesn't always cover up like the last 3 or 4 letters of that line. Inferno Strawman. And then she's going to lose her freshly minted absorption. All right, good stuff. That's the end of round number 3. At the end of round number 3, let's give Dow a blessing. Let's give the Cardinal a blessing. I told y'all. Dude is scoring. He's scoring like a madman. Strawman, we got MIR up to 10. Arc at 0. JJ and Jim in 1 DZ. JJ with a second halo. Jim with a halo. And Pope with a halo, which means Arc 25 to 0. Jim neutralized. Pope held his own. All right, and we're kicking it over to 1 second. All right, we got everybody set up. Let's kick it over to Pope. 20-second timer, Pope. Yeah, I mean, maybe we can message YouTube and tell them to put it at the top of the screen, because it doesn't matter if you covered up something that you read like 20 minutes ago instead of the bottom. Did not beat the timer. All right, he's going to go Mythic Mank. Okay. I mean, that's almost like a Kang. I'm fine because there's no such thing as a Mank. Mythic Kang to his boss. He was targeting his boss, so obviously we know what he meant. Mythic Kang. All right. T10 with Super Thrill, so he's moving into range. It's an S13 B-Dub Wedding Crasher with 16 MD. That 16 MD is going to make it equivalent to a Goliath, S13 Goliath. It does hit. Stronger wall, but this is one of the bigger hits we've had tonight. As far as damage and juice combined. 60 green. Blue block. Blue block. So you can see, even though it's a strong grenade, wall 2 is a strong wall. All right, so we got a fresh blue block. Arc has 4 red with a teardrop and a blue. MIR got a lot of things hanging from their wall. All right, let's take it over to the Cardinal. From the Temple, he is gold sparked. Take it away, Cardinal. 20 seconds. Timer is up. Beats the nerf timer, barely missed a regular timer by a few seconds. Kruger with a Dragon Smoke, E2 Elmo to the Watchtower, and a little bit of Amplify. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. The Cardinal showing them how to score. First thing he does, he says, let's put out this arc flame over here. Use that Dragon Smoke. That will relight the ozone. Let the record show. Arc's ozone is dimmed and MIR's DZ is dimmed. E2 Elmo to the Watchtower. That gives MIR a second full wall and Watchtower number 7. And an Elmo. Scoring big time. Kruger to put one out. Dragon Smoke to light. The Dragonstone, E2 Elmo. And the Amplify. All right, let's go over to Gemstone from the DZ, 20-second timer. Jim, Kel, Julia, B-Dub. Jim's going to move down to their tank zone over there by B-Dub. Beats the timer easily. Go with a Mythic Gideon to give MIR a -28. A little bit of Dragon Smoke. Elmo to the Watchtower. Going to hinder Kel to give her a -1. Dragon Smoke. Arcus relit all their Dragon Stones. Elmo to that Watchtower that the Cardinal just put out. Watchtower number 2. Movement. Pet Smoke. Watchtower and a hinder. Let's take it over to Kel from the Ozone. 20 seconds, Kel. Kel, Julia, B-Dub, Dow, and JJ. Beats the timer. Kel's going to ditch the boat and move to their rover. Dune to a straw man. Pet Repel. We like straw man number 3. S6 Elmo to the Watchtower. Going to revolt Julia. She cannot use a T10. Now it's going to like Watchtower number 8. All right, movement. Dune, Repel, S6 Watchtower, Revolt, and Pope is going to use Glacier at the end of the turn to freeze the arc wall. Wall takes double damage for 1 turn. Let's go to Julia in the rover zone. 20-second timer, Julia. Wall is frozen. Beats the timer. Talon Pope to the DZ. Going to move to the tank zone. A little bit of Pet Repel. H9 Wedding Crasher loaded to the wall. Going to put a hinder on B-Dub for a -1. B-Dub, you got an H9 Wedding Crasher loaded to the wall. All damage to that wall would be doubled. Gold blue from JJ. The wall will thaw. And final blue of the game for Team MIR. And that is going to break Julia's absorption. Talon, movement, repel, big grenade, ability. Julia playing absorption ability, which just means she's going to keep her absorption. We'll give him 24 hours. Bones. I put him in the lockup. All right, let's go over to B-Dub. B-Dub, 20-second timer. Beats the timer and going Cyrus, which is a nice move because it's going to skirt past a few of those things. She's going to move to the ozone. Gold Gideon. That's a -24. Inferno Strawman going to put the revolt on Julia. Julia now cannot play T10 or H9. Go like Strawman. I got Strawman number 4. It's going to break B-Dub's seal. Oh my God. I remember that jackass. This mofo. Oh my God. This jackass made like 300 different accounts. It was DanDev 65, 68. This guy is the most pathetic guy on the face of the planet. I kid you not. This guy has like 300 YouTube accounts. I mean, he was DanDev 569. What a asshat. And I undeleted them all. Because I thought he found Jesus, but apparently he didn't. All right, we'll keep him on high alert. B-Dub moving to the ozone. Move to the ozone. Gold getting Inferno to Strawman. Yeah, you can't do that. Because you've already said hits, Julia. You can't say hits and then say wait, do a prevention. I've already lit it up. She said, the asshat did he make you type the word hits? What are we doing here? I wasn't going to type 4 letters, but the asshat made me type 4 letters. Come on now. All right, let me get back to the game. Cyrus. B-Dub taking down 3 blocks with Cyrus. Black block, green block, green block. And because there's no block to support this absorption, it's gone. Just goes away. So MIR still got some challenges here. They still got 2 blue, a frozen block, and then an absorption. But they found a way to sort of skate past them, so that's solid. Movement, Cyrus Gold, and we're good to go. Thank you for that, B-Dub. Let's go over to Dow. 20-second timer, Mr. Freeze. E7, go Letha. I'm like, we're throwing some stuff tonight. I thought it was a gorilla when you first typed it. I'm like, Dow's picking up Nolan and throwing it at the wall. E7 gorilla to the wall. Thrill Smoke, Arc Spark, and nuke it. All right, 7, 8. It's an S8 Goliath with nuke. But he's still in the tank, B-Dub. It's an S12 Goliath with nuke and mass destruction. S12 monster with the nuke ability. And it hits. I told y'all he had accounts like unbelievable. All right, B-Dub. This is going to be a tough one. We've got blue block, teardrop, absolutely decimated. Red block, red block. It's a strong wall. And we still got a red block left. Couldn't quite get the job done. But the teardrop helped. And the final move of the first half goes to the captain, JJ. 20 seconds. See ya, Dow. All right. Gonna knock him out. JJ with the Wave Award. Sub, little splash, and hinder Julia. I got Julia now. Hindered and revolted. And that, everybody, is the end of the first half. And she cannot hinder. That is true. Good call, Jim. No hinder on Julia because the only thing she can do is release the sub. And I will say this. Thank goodness you released the sub first. Because if not, you would have played the ability and not been able to. Anyway, you know. All right, that is the end of first half. Captains, give me your subs. How about Cardinal Chad getting that blessing? Dow was waterlogged, but it's halftime. He's no longer waterlogged. JJ, elevation, losing her seal. Dow losing a stasis at halftime. B-Dub losing her dust smoke at halftime. We got Busy Bee for Pope, Shaman in the ozone. How about Pope with a second halo, JJ with a third. DZ was 25-25. Strawman, I got 25 for MIR. 0 for Arc. All right, looks like we are good to go with the halos, etc. We got Fly Rod coming in for the Cardinal. Ooh, we got a double switch. All right, remember, Cardinal will go out, and then he comes back in. So MIR pulling a double switch. So we got Fly Rod coming in for Chad. That means Fly Rod will be first. And then Chad will come in for Kel. Thank you, B-Dub. B-Dub has just made all my dreams come true. She's the only person that has figured out how to get rid of all those absorptions on Kel. That deserves a max award. Kel going to sideline. Losing absorption. Losing another absorption. A seal and a pet repel. Samurai to the ozone. Arc doing some trickery there. They did some movement that allowed them to keep all of their buffs. Sneaky. All right. New lineup, everybody. Arc did some sneaky stuff with their buffs, and B-Dub, they flip-flopped the lineup as a double switch, so it'd be kind of cool to see this. So in round 5, it's going to be Busy, then Fly Rod, then Jim, then the Cardinal, then Julia, then B-Dub, then Dow, JJ, the Shaman, and then the Samurai. All right, so before we go to Busy's move, we are going to cap a 63-point Kang. Boss number 3. Bosses are 3-1. And now we go to Busy Bee with the 20-second timer. Busy. Easily beats the timer. Busy. Boss to Main Street in 5 with cap in 7. Going to turn to a Priestess. Drop a seal. Put out a Straw Man. And Mass Destruction is up to 20%. We'll see if that Straw Man gets extinguished. It does. We'll put out Straw Man number 4. MIR with 3 remaining. All right. We got the champ in the game, ladies and gentlemen, in the bomber zone. Fly Rod, 20-second timer. MIR getting some of their OG players some playing time tonight. I love it. Saw Moonshot in the game. We got Fly Rod in the game. Got a brand new face with the Cardinal. This could be the MIR rebrand. All right, we got a Nerf timer in play. All right, we hit 25% Nerf. Team MIR. Do we have the champ? He did not. Nope, I have nothing. All right, we're going to skip. Okay. We're going to skip Fly, and we're going to go over to Gemstone. We're going to cap Gemstone's boss. That is going to be flag number 4. Gemstone, 20-second timer. Gem's going to move to their rover zone. Now, absorption is part of the wall. Let's move that up. All right, she's going to change her move. She's going to move to the temple. Wait. Hold on. Oh, she's going to talon Dow to the temple. Sorry. She's moving to the rover zone. She's clarifying where she's going to send Dow. So she's going to move Dow to the temple. Got it. She's going to drop a max seal on Sheila. Navy Strawman and Sizzle the Ozone. Movement, Talon, Seal, Navy Grenade, Sizzle ability. All for Jim. All right, and over to the tank zone. Cardinal, 20 seconds. Let's do it. B-Dub, do you want to put a sub in for Fly Rod? Or do you want to hold out that he'll be back for a second move? All right, going to put Moon in for Fly. Moon is active, so he can play his stuff. All right, so got Moon going into the number 1 spot. No worries. All right, timer is up for the Cardinal. We'll start a nerf timer. All right, we got a 25% nerf. We need to get the Cardinals move in. We got the Cardinal, and then we got Julia back to back. There it is. We got him. We got him. Thank you for that, Chad. Going to go into the temple. Going to play Ace as Roxy, the lightest straw man. We drop a little fear on Dow. Absorption. Goliath loaded to the wall and put some revolt on Busy. What do you think about all that, Julia? Hits or wait? Oh, Cardinals got him rattled. Look at that. Got the other team taking a little extra time. All right. Going to Phantom Cape Fear Smoke. All right, but he does get Roxy going to light Straw Man number 3. Nicely done. He did play Absorption on himself, so no juice on the grenade. Wall number 1 is a weaker wall. We give him the Absorption. Fear Smoke, they Phantom Cape it from Sheila. He can't fear an attack because he's in the temple with him. And I-Ring cannot be used on a straw man. So, no and no. So, Phantom Cape gets rid of the smoke. I-Ring is not a valid target. And fear is allowed because he is in the temple. Roxy lights a straw man. So does the Goliath hit the wall? Is the only question I have. We're making great time, everybody. Let's get back and get the focus. All right, the Goliath does hit. All right, so after we put the juice on it, well, there's no juice on it. After we put the mass destruction on it and the amplify, he does get the equivalent of a blue block. Remember, this wall is much, much weaker. We haven't seen it in a while. But 1 blue block comes off the board. You still got 1 before we hit that snowstorm, though. So, nicely done to the Cardinal. Let's kick it over to Julia. 20-second timer, Julia. We got Julia, B-Dub, Dow, JJ. Beats the timer. Julia going to move to the ozone. Put her up there. Boss to their chest. Julia playing boss in 5, cap in 7. Mind Trip to Moon. Not going to allow him to play Torment. Sizzle the ozone for Samurai. It's getting hot, Samurai. All right, movement's good. Boss is good. Mind Trip Moon for no Torment. F6 Unicorn, B-Dub. And a little sizzle. Samurai with the intervene. No Unicorn. All right. Nicely done, both teams. Let's go over to B-Dub. 20-second timer for B-Dub. We got B-Dub, Dow, JJ, Shaman, and Samurai. Start a nerf timer. She beat the nerf timer. We'll summon Mags. There we go. Let's get Mags in play. Mags on the board. Got that seal as well. So Mags comes with a little bit of protection. Gonna play some Chill Smoke. Gold Spark Dow. Went from Mr. Freeze to a Chili Pop. You guys ever have a Chili Pop? You know what I'm talking about? Maybe you don't. Julia, does it hit? Thank you, ma'am. Stay with me. Mags, Chill Smoke to the ozone. Gonna light the other ozone. Inferno to Strawman. Lighten up number 4. And the Sizzle. Pet Smoke, Spark, Grenade, Sizzle, B-Dub. Is not sealed, so she's taking 10%. From that. All right, we're going over to Dow. 20-second timer. We got Dow and JJ back to back. Beats the timer. Sizzle to ozone. Red Pirate to their sub. Oh, JJ. You got him playing to block those subs. Putting Pirate in the sub. JJ got him thinking. Sizzle there to ozone. That's going to be Sizzle number 2. All right. Going to play Trio to the Cardinal. He cannot play T10, Torment, or Max Spark. And he's going to play a Mind Trip on B-Dub for no Torment. So Moonshot, B-Dub, and Cardinal, all no torments. And Dow playing the Lithium. So he's going to extinguish a straw man. So let's put this straw man out. Let's give Dow a gold bar. Let's rebuild the wall. Mr. Freeze dropping a specialty grenade. All right, JJ, you're up. And they put that sub lock on you. Minister of Madness, 20 seconds for JJ. Easily beats the timer. She was ready to go. I think that boss got put on the wrong chest earlier, so that should have been Busy's boss on Main Street. That's my bad. JJ knew what's up. Now she puts the boss on the right chest. JJ playing boss in 5 with cap in 7. A little bit of Dragon Smoke. Relight it. Sizzle the ozone. Surrounded by sizzle. I see what you did there. To the right. See, that's a pretty good dad joke. When you put in quotes like that, because I put it over to the right. Yeah, I caught that. Not bad, not bad. Balls to their chest, dragon smoke, E3 vapor, and a sizzle. E3 vapor does hit. And you know what? For her comedian intake there, we're going to give her a 9 award. JJ, Light and Watchtower number 9. How about that? She gets Wave Awards. She gets 9 awards. And more importantly, the Watchtower. All right, let's go to the Shaman. From the Ozone Shaman, 20-second timer. Shaman did not beat the timer. Gold Spectral Snake to the Ozone Fire. All right. Sizzle is such a good ability. We have seen people use attacks and pets for Ozone. I love Sizzle. Putting out one of those Sizzles. Shaman did take 20% damage from it, so she's at 80. Banish Wand out. Cannot be knocked back or lifted. Going to jump into turret. Send Torment over to Moon. Wedding Crasher to the wall with mass destruction up to 24. And it is no juice, but she gets the E2 from the turret. It's an E2 Wedding Crasher. We'll make it a E2 Goliath equivalent. And not much. Black block. That's it. One black block off the board. And the final move of round number 5. Samurai. 20 seconds. Samurai. Taking 20% health as well. From the Sizzle. She's going to Dune to the Ozone. Dune. Chill Smoke as well. Absorption. Inferno and Mass Destruction's up to 20 for Team MIR. And that is the end of round number 5. MIR with the Mission Award, 50-point bonus, and they will unlock the Stealth Bomber in round 7. Congratulations. MIR with a mission as well. At the end of the round, let's give the Cardinal a blessing. Let's give Dow a blessing. Strawman, 25 for MIR. 0. The Minister of Madness getting a 4th Halo. Busy Bee getting a 1st Halo. Ultimately, the DZ was 25 to 25, though. Gemstone with a Siege Award. 100-point Siege for Gem. All right, round number 6. We're going to get into the Dragon Storm, which both teams did qualify for. We went down to the wire, but we got there. Let's see how big Dragon Storm is going to be and who it may benefit. 4-sided die. It is a E2 on top of your attack. Busy Bee from the DZ, 20-second timer. Busy Bee says Navy to the straw man. Going to put some torment on the Cardinal. Gold Kang to her boss. Could be 55 Busy. And going to sizzle the ozone. All right, we'll put out that straw man with the Navy. Let's kick it over to the Marshal coming in a little bit earlier. Moonshot, 20-second timer. We got Moon, Gem, and the Cardinal. Timer is up. Beats the Nerf timer. Gonna steal Gems, Dominari. Nice point play. Cosmic Shield to B-Dub. B-Dub cannot be hit by Gem. Cannot be targeted. Chill Smoke to the ozone. Mythic Kang. Moon playing Mythic Kang. Could be worth 63. And Grizzly to the wall. Dow playing a Mythic Blue. Mythic Blue is going to hit you for 30, Moon. He's going to play Absorption. It's going to hit him for 10. It's going to take him down to 90% by using the Absorption. Steals Dominari. Cannot target B-Dub. Gemstone cannot. So the next player cannot target her with anything. Chill Smoke puts out the Ozone. Mythic Kang is good. Grizzly, Dow says, I'm going to use a blue on that. Let's go over to Gem from the other team's Rover Zone. 20 seconds. We got Gem, and then we got the Cardinal, back-to-back. Remember, Dragonstorm has a E2 multiplier put on. Beats the timer with a second to go. Spectral Snake to the Straw Man. Torch Wand. Turn into a Ninja. Chill the Ozone and a Navy. All right, chill. So Torch Wand will be no Straw Man points this round. She'll take red wands off the board. And she's also going to try to put out some of the Straw Men. See if they hit. Cannot play the I-Ring on the Straw Man. B-Dub. It's got to be a player target. Okay. I-Ring is a player target, and there's another item that I can't mention that is any pet, any target. It's out there. All right, so we got Strawman, Torch Wand, turned into a Ninja, Chill, and a Navy. So Chill is going to put that out. Spectral Snake puts out 1. Navy puts out 2. 1 flame lit. All right, let's go from Gemstone to the Cardinal. He is tormented, though. So you're going to have to bring it, Chad. 20-second timer. We got the Cardinal, Julia, and B-Dub. Oh, look at that. Super speed. Give him the quickness award. That was less than 10 seconds. So now he's got the speed, too. Vines to Sheila. Grizz to Sheila. Wedding Crasher loaded to the wall and sizzle their ozone. Julia says, wait. All right, Julia going to play the Phantom Cape. So Phantom Cape going to stop the vines, which means Grizz will only hit the seal. Right? But the Cardinals bringing the heat. He is definitely putting the pressure on. Going to sizzle the ozone. And Julia, Wedding Crasher hits, I assume. And the Cardinal taking down that blue block. The only thing that can stop him tonight is the ice block that's right next to it. Luckily, they had a snowstorm, Cardinal, because you'd have been carrying over. But blue block off the board. Fine stop. Grizz hits seal, Wedding Crasher, and he also gets the sizzle as well, because he had the E2 bonus from Dragonstorm. All right, let's take it over to the Assassin, Julia, from the Ozone. Julia, B-Dub, Dow, and JJ. Julia moving down to the bomber zone, and she can jump. You can't jump up, but you can jump down. No movement penalty at all. Ozone to bomber. Gold Promise is going to put the torment on JJ. Poking the bear, Julia, messing with the Minister of Madness. S6 Grizzly loaded to the wall, and going to put Haze Ability, not the Haze Smoke, Haze Ability on Samurai to give her a -5 on her attack. We'll see what B-Dub thinks about the S8 Grizzly. It'll be an 8. It'll be a 10. S10. It hits. All right, S10. Green block. Green block. 50% of a blue block, 50 blue remaining. You can see the strength of these last two walls are no joke. That is a Grizzly with mass destruction, and it's an S10 equivalent. So good hit, but not as easy as the first wall. Let's kick it over to B-Dub. B-Dub. 20-second timer. B-Dub, Dow, JJ, Shaman, and Samurai. Timer is up. All right, we've got B-Dub's move in. It is. Move to bomber zone. All right, first things first. Mags. All right, Mag's going to steal 2 blocks. So first thing Mags will do is Mags has to break the ice block. That counts as 1. And then steal a block. That worked out pretty well, actually. Let me get it from the right location. There we go. Activate the Emerald Stone. B-Dub, I'm going to assume you meant the Emerald Spear. All right, the Emerald Spear. Let me confirm. Okay. The Emerald Spear makes B-Dub's pet undetectable. So Sheila cannot grizz it. So Sheila, you can delete that. And Julia, confirm you're still going to use the gold blue on the grenade. All right. B-Dub moves. She activates her legendary Emerald Sphere. It makes the Grizz undetectable. It's going to launch her. All the way to the other side. Shaman Sickle on top of the Straw Man. Sorry. We haven't had a player sickle in a long time. We're going to take Shaman down to 70% health. Second blue of the game. The blue is going to hit B-Dub. Mags has already done what Mags does. B-Dub, that is going to hit you for 20%. It's going to take you down to 80%. Movement's good. Grizz is good. S6 Grizzly is shut down. The gold from the blue hits B-Dub, takes her down to 20%. And we will kick it over to Mr. Freeze. 20 seconds, Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze, the Minister, Sheila, and Samurai. If you just read that really fast, it looks like Riley's name is Rye Monster, isn't it? Am I the only person that looked at it and said Torment Rye Monster? I might, if I didn't call her Samurai, I might call her Rye Monster. All right, Torment the Rye Monster. It's a cool name. Samurai's better, but Rye Monster's not bad either. All right, Monster loaded, E9. Dune to put out a Straw Man and put some haze on B-Dub. Give her the -5. And it hits. All right, monster loaded. Dune, let's put out Straw Man. Nope. Who wants to tell me why Dune doesn't put out the Straw Man? Y'all know. Yep. All right. So B-Dub, good call to let the pet hit. Because it does nothing. And they do get the E9 monster loaded. %50 blue block still on the board. Takes out the 50. Takes out the blue. And takes out 50. I still got 50 blue. I got 4.5. Mr. Freeze doing work on the walls. JJ from the DZ. She is tormented. 20-second timer. JJ. Beats the timer. Red orbital. Up there on the corner of the wall. Red orbital could be worth 17. A little bit of decay smoke to the Shaman. Gold spark to Shaman. Inferno to Straw Man. So it prevents the Shaman from sealing. She must heal separately before she attempts any type of seal. And let's light Straw Man number 2. JJ taking a little damage back from that. JJ, I got you at 90. Samurai at 80. JJ at 90. Moonshot at 90. B-Dub at 80. Shaman at 70. Quick health check. Shaman. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Oh, she's got the Kamuri. She's going to Kamuri back to the ozone and climb back in the turret. Nicely done. Then she's going to play a Mythic Kang to her boss. To the Main Street boss, sorry. To Busy's boss. Possible 63. Chill and Thrill. And that chill will get rid of the sizzle. What kind of grenade is that? T10 to the wall? T10 what? And she's going to sizzle their ozone. Wedding Crasher, and it does hit. The only problem, all that's really good, is they did put a gold spark on her. So gold spark will nerf it some. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But it is an F-15. Gold sparked. So we reduce you 50%, but you've got 24 mass destruction, so it's equivalent to a 26% nerf. 50 blue. Red block, 25% of a red block. I got 75 red remaining. 2 3/4. And let's take it over to Rye Monster. 20 seconds for the Rye Monster. Beats the timer. Going to put the Axis on Sheila. Axis will deal. Deals D10. If it hits, she can move the target and stick them in place. Mythic Kang to JJ's boss. 63 for Samurai. Samurai is also, Julia, before you use the gold blue, which you can, Riley is tormented. So it is equivalent to a Wedding Crasher F4. All right, she's still going to use it. All right, so Amplify, doesn't matter what the juice is. She was going to stop it anyway. So let me get the Amplify up there. One more Amplify for Team MIR. Possible. All right, start with the gold blue. It's final blue of the game. The gold is going to hit Riley. It's going to take her down to 60%. The sizzle is going to take her down to 50%. And they're going to prevent the Axis. All right, Legendary is stopped. Mythic Kang is good. Seal and Thrill. She had a Torment, but we'll give her the Seal instead. And she does have an absorption, so scratch that. She doesn't take the gold blue damage, so I'm going to keep her at 70%. She does take the sizzle damage, but not the blue damage because she had the absorption. So we're good to go. And that is the end of round number 6. Captains, give me your final 4. Dow with a blessing. The Cardinal, more blessings than ever. Strawman, MIR, 10 points. JJ, a 5th blessing. Busy Bee, a 2nd. Julia, congratulations on the Siege Award. I'm sorry, on the Occupy Award. Congratulations, B-Dub, on the Occupy Award. Samurai and Shaman both getting Ace Awards. Final four. Cardinal. Kel. B-Dub and JJ. Moonshot heading out. All right. Because Chad is subbing out, so they're doing another switch. He has to leave the temple. So if Moonshot was in and Chad stayed in, he would stay in his zone. But he's subbing out, which means he leaves the game. And he comes back in the game for Moonshot in the bomber zone. Kel coming back in. She comes back in the tank zone. B-Dub stays, JJ stays. Samurai heading out. Over on the other side. Busy Bee, Jim, Julia, and Dow. Now, in this particular instance, Busy Bee does not leave the game. She stays where she's at. Sheila heads out. And everybody else stays where they are. All right, we got 8 moves to go. Good game, everybody. Before Busy's turn, we're going to cap 118 points more in Kangs. But before I even do that, I need to make sure we got the Stealth Bomber ready, because MIR unlocked it. Put it right up there in the O zone. All right, so we cap these two. We're going to cap boss number 5. And Busy Bee, you got 20 seconds. Easily beats the timer. Busy going over to the temple. Silver Spark Primus, Super Thrill H9 Wedding Crasher from her rocket launcher and playing Nuke. S13 with the Nuke ability. Kel going to intervene it. It is shut down. All right, let's go over to the Cardinal. And the Cardinal tonight 5 rounds, baby. Chad, I don't think you've ever played 5 rounds before. So I'm impressed. Here we go. 20-second timer. Timer is up. Get a 10% nerf timer. Beats it. Thank you for that. Going to move to the temple. Now he does have to go to the temple stairs because Busy and Dow are both occupying it. So he is next in line. Blaze to Strawman. Blue Spark H9 Wedding Crasher loaded to the wall with Nuke. Busy Bee is going to intervene the grenade, and that's okay because the Cardinal sneaks in. A little Strawman damage. So the prevention on the grenade, but the pet goes through. All right, let's go to Gemstone. Jim. Final move for you tonight. 20 seconds. Easily beats the timer. Jim going to go Gold Faust to Julia. Going to put a 20% buff on Julia. %, sorry. Gold is 30%. Super Thrill, Arc Spark H9 Monster to the wall from the grenade launcher. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 with Nuke. S13 B-Dub. She does have to move in range. And you don't get to Stealth Bomber. But it's stealth. Y'all didn't see that. Because it's stealth. Do it, Cardinal. Do it. Put the prevention on them. Give them the big no way. Cardinal with the big, big epic shutdown. All right, let's take it over to Kel. 20-second timer to Kel starting now. There's the prevention. That's what I'm talking about. Can never have too many of them. We got Kel, Julia, B-Dub, Dow, and JJ. Kel beats the timer, 2 seconds to spare. She's going to move to their tank zone. Gold Blaze to the Straw Man. Seal and Thrill. And she went Blue Spark, Grenade Launcher, and she was going to go with the Max Mike Loaded. I mean, that was going to be a big-time rebuild. And Gemstone with the Intervene. Jim with the Intervene to shut it down. Make sure we type it, Jim, for confirmation. There we go. All right. Let's go over to Julia, 20-second timer. Julia, B-Dub, Dow, and JJ. Easily beats the timer. Gold Spectral Snake to Strawman. Blue Spark, Super Thrill. E3 Lithium Loaded. All within the timer. Let's see what B-Dub thinks about that. Mythic Sonars from Kel and B-Dub. 40% nerf coming up. Now remember, they have 24 mass destruction, but it'll give us a 16% nerf on top of it. It is a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with nuke. Going with the specialty grenade, which is the lithium, which is a weaker grenade, comparatively speaking. It's the first line of specialty grenades. S6 Carnage is what we're looking at equivalent. It's 2 3/4. S6 Carnage, strongest wall, not going to get it done. But you will get 75%. And 75%. One and a quarter remaining. One full block and a quarter block. But she does get the Spectral Snake to put out one of the 4 flames. One flame shut down and some grenade damage. Let's take it over to B-Dub. 20-second timer for B-Dub. Julia's boss did cap. 6 flags for Team Arc. Beats the timer. Finds to busy. Grizz to busy. S8 Gas Blast to busy. And Shatter busy. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. B-Dub. B-Dub getting medieval. Shatter down to 75 red. All right, Julia's going to intervene the vines. So Julia intervenes the vines. Everything else hits, correct? All right, vines intervened. The Grizz will break the seal. The gas blast is going to launcher. To the no zone. %, health. Let's go to Dow. Final move for Team Arc. 20 seconds, Dow. Where are we going to Talon Busy? To the temple? All right. He says, bring her back over there. Fill that temple spot. Going to put a max seal on her. S8 lithium. And we'll give Dow a double smoke warning. We got to the last player, Dow. The last player of the game. No double smokes the whole game. And you drop a fear smoke. Like, all you had to do was erase it. Been the first game ever. All right. B-Dub. Going to prevent the grenade. All right. Talon Busy's good. Max seal to Busy. Grenade is shut down. And we're down to one move. At the start of JJ's turn, we're going to cap her boss. I've got 126 points in Kangs. Going to be boss number 3 for Team MIR. And she says, let's go for a ride, baby. JJ in the stealth bomber. With all her rings. Right there. JJ with a Top Gun award. And y'all just didn't want to see a hit, huh? A 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You did not want to see an S-34 with nuke. I wanted to see it. But I guess we'll wait for next time. All right, JJ. They put the prevention on you. So that is the final move, everybody. Final move. Dow with a golden orb on the final move. 100-point orb for Dow. Blessing for Team Arc. Nobody anywhere around the DZ. Kel with a siege award on the final move. Strawman, Team MIR, 15 points to 0. All right, let's count down these blessings. Chad, you did help him get a wall because there were 4 blocks left, and Chad got 4 of those. B-Dub got 1, so how about that? How about that wall finally coming down with the Cardinal? So we take down 4 blocks that they have left, and then we rebuild it. And then let's take down the black block at the top. So MIR getting their first full wall. And Team Arc, we got 6 blessings. So we're going to take down those 2. Rebuild it. And then we'll take down 4 more. And that is Arc's 3rd wall. Fun game tonight, everybody. Good fun game, and I love seeing Chad get some playing time tonight too. And we talked, it's a new MIR lineup, but players playing good, you get comfortable, and you only get better from here. Give me a few minutes. Points happen in a couple different ways. I'll tally everything up and be back within 5 minutes, and I'll give you tonight's winner. But a great match. Good to be back post-Kills Cup. And enjoyed both teams tonight. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, we are back. And, these are type of games that really show you that you're in every game, no matter how much you have one strategy or the other, that games can be scored close because a team can hit a wall, but then you get 300-something points in watchtowers. Or a team can get 2 extra flags, and you get MBS. And it kind of balances itself out a little bit throughout the game. And that's why some of these games are close. So I'm going to go through the total. And, I know sometimes you guys look at scoreboard, you're so used to seeing, well, so many flags and so many walls does something. But movement and the other stuff really, really makes a big difference. All right, to start out with Team MIR side. Take a look at flags. Team MIR, 3 flags, 600 points. ARC had 6 flags, 1,050. That's a 450-point advantage early on. ARC also, really good job on the walls tonight. They slowed MIR down on the walls. A good move tonight. ARC, and I'm going to give a shout out to you guys. You guys did some really cool stuff tonight. One of the ones was the Mind Trip Smoke and taking the Torments out of the game. So 3 Torments were locked down between legendaries. Those points added up. But, that contributed to the wall damage too. ARC 950, MIR 305. There's a 600-point advantage. So already ARC's up by about 1,000 points. So MIR's trying to make those points up. Where are they going to do it? Strawman with some opportunity. MIR got running. They got up to about 4 Strawman, and then ARC kind of closed it back down because MIR had to go to other priorities. Overall, a lot of attacks on the Strawman, but it was just 90-0. So MIR trying to get up to 6 Strawman and a little bit more to turn the game around, but ARC only losing 90 points there. Kangs, because ARC had so many flags out, they won the Kang game 390 to 315. MIR did manage to get the MBS. There's 200 points. Early on in the game, they took a big lead there. Siege and Occupy, though, 250 to 250. MIR mixing it up tonight. MIR doesn't often go for the Siege, the Occupy, and those. So, certainly it looked like MIR was testing some things, a little bit more movement, in my opinion, just to kind of get a feel for some different strategies. But Siege and Occupy was 250, 250. Watchtower, MIR, huge advantage tonight. They were all over the map with Scold and Elmos. MIR 325, ARC 50, so that shifted it a little bit. DZ though, ARC 125 to 100. DZ was almost even money. The only difference was when JJ had to leave to go to Fantasy Island. Timers, ARC with a slight advantage. Timers, ARC missed 5, MIR missed 8. 30-point difference, not a huge difference, but nonetheless it was a difference. At that point in the game, even though ARC had got that 1,000-point lead early, it's only a 600-point game. So it's 3,065 to 2,405. How much can MIR make up with the PCP and then the extras? The extras being the bosses, the Elmos, the lack of having negatives with the Gideon. So we'll start with the PCP. PCP, MIR had a white flag. They used the Dominari to take the feather away, but MIR had a cannonball, a tire, a wave, a 9 award, an ace award, a Top Gun award, and they also got 100 points out of the PCP DZ for 300 points. Over to Team ARC, 2 gold bars. They hit the walls. They also got the gold bar. So there's 100 points right there. Cannonball, tire, ace award, the orb Dow got, and they also got 50 points with the PCP DZ. Plus, they got a 45-point bonus by playing Gold Faust on Julia for her Occupy. So they ended up getting 370 to 300. So they expanded the lead a little bit. However, the final category is Elmos, Victorium, Dark Boss, Red Orbital, plus JJ got that 97-point bonus, and they only had a 28-point deduction. This is the highest we've had with extra points. MIR, positive 206. So they didn't go into negative there. Go over to Team Arc. Elmo's, Dark Boss, Colossal Watcher, but they did have the minus 24 gold Gideon, but Arc still netted 81. Final score, MIR, new player, missing a player tonight, had to skip, but Arc still putting the heat on. 35-16 to 29-11, about a 600-point lead for Arc. And I mentioned this earlier. I know, I know MIR was trying some new things. This is the best game I've ever seen Arc play. Arc was sharp. I don't know that they made more than one mistake the entire game. So certainly their items, their inventory usage, you guys were on point tonight. So, we play a lot of games, and there's good moves, there's average moves, there's missed opportunity. But this was one of the better overall games that I saw from start to finish. And what I mean by that is not missing the right move for the right time. We played 1,000 games. And in 1,000 games, it's rare that you just don't have a lot of mistakes. But I thought you guys were very, very good tonight. And MIR, great job. Kept it close early, different strategy. But certainly when you try a different strategy, you got to get used to playing that strategy, right? You go into Portal, and it does take a little bit of practice to either go into Portal, go to Fantasy Island, and then have kind of that support. Arc had some good combo moves where they would do something and then it fed. And that could either be, I'll give you some minor ones. Arc took a really good path tonight with their Siege and with their Occupy. And they did it to a point where they didn't lose elevation and they kept themselves in range. And those are just little small details that do add up. Certainly upgrades help. There's a lot of things that help. But you try to maximize the points when you can. So, awesome job, both teams. I had a great time. Not a lot of challenges tonight, so I think all of us did a pretty good job. And let's see. Pressure is now on. Sly and Vox. Can you guys beat what they did here tonight? We'll find out Wednesday night. You guys tune in. Sly and Vox, Dead Wedding, and then next week we go Red Wedding. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate all of you guys. Thanks for making Play Dead Live fun. And everybody go to the drawing board and let's come up with new strategies, figure out how we're going to do it differently next time. Thanks again. Talk to you all soon. Peace.